It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos, and it's all up next.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Denver Broncos. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, such a great quarterbacking tradition here in the Mile High City. It continues with the presence now of Russell Wilson. What's your outlook of year two?
Cautiously optimistic, because Russell Wilson, a down year last year, but he's been so great throughout his career, you expect him to get back to those heights. Pair him with Sean Payton, the new head coach, put those two minds together, and I'm expecting Denver to be much improved.
Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they come in off an 8-9 record a year ago, a second losing season in the last three. It had to happen sometime. But you say don't pour water on these Pats just yet.
No, not at all. No one should ever do that. Remember, they're always going to be tough for you to crack defensively. Offensively is where they have to make a jump. They've got to start scaring people with some big play weapons on the perimeter.
And off we go from Denver. And no run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off, and then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Wilson, option right. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Keon White. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's Wilson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Broncos the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Jones. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Juju Smith-Schuster, 85 yards. And the Patriots are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Williams going to get it again on second down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. It's taken to the 26. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep for Denver, the rookie Marvin Mims.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's Williams to start the drive.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Williams.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Wilson.
That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They run with a former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Samaje Perine, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are once again back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Back to throw here. He finds Douglas complete.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Jones.
That's caught by Parker. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the bootleg, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him.
And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Good move at the 30.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And even 100 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20.
It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Off play action. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Wilson to throw.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st down, Wilson.
Out quickly to Judy.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And running with power here.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. Pushing his way through. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
They'll look to run for it with Williams.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New England's offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Denver's offense now set to go.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Keon White able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Jones. And that is incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Juju in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Jones From the gun on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Here's Jones on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
To the right side, this is Stevenson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Jones. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Pats are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But when you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Let's go. Let's go right here.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver.
Now a 2nd and 2.
It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Down at the 25.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all up.
And Williams is in for a Denver touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
On offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And hitting Juju on the slant.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Off the play fake, Jones.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Jones now. Off play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That is caught.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Off the bootleg, Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Devontae Parker from 4 yards out.
And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
The Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of the Patriots offense ready to go to work once more.
He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. Now Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Stevenson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet 3rd and 4. Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now Jones and the Patriots
Down by 12. 1:13 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
to throw is Jones. And this is caught by Parker.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Jones.
He'll find Parker again. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Now Jones.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Let's go. Let's go. Get it now. Let's go, baby. Make plays, y'all. Make plays.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing Jones.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Off play action. Jones.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.